Hello and welcome to a very windy KÅSEBERGA with me, Woody. Thank you for tuning in. This is where you'll find the Swedish Stonehenge, built by the Vikings in a real special and magical place. Come with me, let's go take a look. You join me as we head into the area from the west, yes, from the area of Ystad, south coast of Sweden. So the place we are visiting is most well known for the monolithic stone monument called ALES STENAR, or ALES Stones in English then. It's also got a very nice fishing harbour called KÅSEBERGA. But the reason we're going today is to check out the paragliders. The formation of the cliff faces here and the normally prevailing wind conditions mean that this is a superb place for hang gliders and paragliders to soar for hours on end just above the cliffs on the updrafts of the winds coming in from the ocean. So that's what I'm hoping we can see today, because I'm a bit of an aviation nut and this kind of thing fascinates me. So let's head into the car park, and the place is going to be packed today. It's a sunny Sunday in the middle of August, so I'm expecting to see lots of tourists. I don't think we'll be alone, and by the looks of the car park and camping site, we're definitely not. In fact, the place was packed full of German tourists, which was kind of funny. Here they are trying to figure out how the parking meters work. So this is where we're going to be going today. This is the southwest coastline. Over there we have the actual position of the stones. Another map here showing where we are in relation to the rest of the south coast of Sweden. ALES STENAR and KÅSEHUVUD, there you can see the correct spelling. Here's the position of the harbour there. You can see the harbour walls. We can head down here along the coast. Eddie pointing out one more time where we're going to be today. Sorry for the wind noise on the video here. It was a very breezy day, but I'm hoping this is going to be the perfect conditions for the hang gliders. The wind is coming in from the right direction from the sea. Here's the entire coastline then from Ystad, where we headed from today to our current location. I spotted this cute little land train on the way. So we're just walking down through the village now to get to the harbour. That is the SKÅNE national flag. Plenty of quaint buildings to take a look at here. Another reason I like this location is that you can actually surf here, and I found this little surf shop. I'm not sure if the conditions are any good today. We'll soon find out. An unusual shop, and I liked this brochure for obvious reasons. Yeah. Here's a couple of longboards, and down here we have some ukuleles, so a definite Hawaii theme going on here. Let's see if the waves are up to the Hawaii standard. So we'll continue through the village here, and yes, maybe the surf is up today. I spotted a surfer heading down to the ocean. So as we reach the harbour, we can look out here out to sea, and yes, indeed, we've got about 6 or 7 guys here in the water. The water temperature is remarkably cold. Even though it's the middle of the summer, the temperatures here are about 16 degrees in the water, so you'll need to get wetsuited up. As usual, it's the paddle boarders getting most of the waves. But I did catch this guy getting a short ride on a smallish wave. This girl figuring out the basics in the shore break. So here's a shot of the harbour then. When there aren't so many tourists, you can park here, right down by the seaside. Some buses that have come here from Malmo, probably for the surfers. And here we are walking through the shops and restaurants here. Lots of places to eat, lots of touristy shops, if that's what you're into. I had a real good time just watching the waves roll in. It was a really windy day, as I said. We had a spot of lunch. In a real nice location, I think you'll agree. Yes, fish and chips with Sarson's malt vinegar. This place really makes me feel like home. I like these spinning wind ornaments. A really cool effect. The missus seems to prefer the watering can. Lots of different shapes and sizes of these available. Of course, it's a lot of fun to go and stand on the breakwater where the waves were splashing up pretty impressively today. Again, this reminds me a lot of my hometown. I'm from the south coast of England, a place called Weymouth, and Portland, which has a very similar coastline to this actually. So in just a second we'll head up these hillsides. This is called HAMMARS BACKAR, and we'll take a look and see if anybody is slope soaring today. It's very windy, the wind is in the right direction, but I'm a bit concerned it might be too windy for the paragliders today. We'll see. On the way we saw a bit of wildlife. Here's a very staged shot of us walking towards the Swedish monoliths that were built, as I said, by the Vikings about 1400 years ago. You can see them there in the distance. As usual, people can't resist standing on the cliffside and leaning forward into the wind. There's something really invigorating about a fresh sea breeze, isn't there? I just love it. This is looking down towards the water then. So this is the area where I was hoping and expecting to see the paragliders, but unfortunately nothing here today, perhaps too windy. So what we'll do instead is go check out these ALES STENAR. As you can see, it's located very close to the sea, which really makes this a pretty special and magical location. Not just the stones themselves are really special, but the whole vibe of the place is really incredible, especially if you come and visit when there are less tourists, perhaps in the evening or at dusk. I'll come back here in the autumn for sure. So the really great thing about this, in my opinion, is that you can come and touch the stones, feel the vibrations from them and that kind of thing. This has been impossible to do in Stonehenge in the UK for many years, since the area has been fenced off, very sadly. I remember as a child I was able to go and climb around in Stonehenge, but not anymore, sadly. Looked from above, this is in the shape of a ship, really. It's oval in outline with larger stones at each end. The whole thing is 67 meters long, and there are 59 of these boulders weighing up to 5 tons each. So incredibly impressive that the Vikings were able to construct this without any machinery, and it's been here, stood the test of time for about 1400 years. As usual for these kind of things, we don't know exactly why it was created or what the purpose of it is. There are many different theories, but generally it's believed to be some kind of grave monument or a cult centre. There are also theories that this is some kind of sun calendar. Apologies again for the wind noise, but it really was breezy up here on the top. But yeah, even today, when there are so many tourists, it does have a special magical feeling about the place. I really dig it. Here's some information about the theory that this might in fact be a sun calendar. I would like to take you here another day, maybe in the sunset or the sunrise, without all the tourists, so we can really capture the magic of this amazing place. And also I want to show you the paragliders, hang gliders that do the slope soaring. Maybe even have a go myself. Until then, thanks for watching. Cheerio.